My name is James Williams Jr. It is Wednesday. It is a little after 12 a.m. So I'm going to make this quick, short video. As I was saying in my last video before I stopped making videos, I'm going to put this to you really quick and simple. A lot of people have always said bad things about me and called me a phony, and most of those people, granted, were kin to me. Where most people that I have fought have never come back for a second round because I don't stay down. Period. I am the never say die multicultural guy. So there was this point in my life when things were just getting darker and darker and darker. This is before my army days and before I decided to try and film all my shit. I do have video of me doing other stuff. I have to find it, but I do have it somewhere. So some of my family members thought it would be a good idea to try, do not knock on that door, I'm recording, to try and see if I'm a badass. But here's the thing. These family members would not do it themselves, so they had to go and pull in a ringer from New York. His name is Darrel. He won the sparring match, but he would not fight me for the next 5 days after that. In fact, he carried his little cowardly ass back up to New York. He wouldn't fight me when his friends weren't around, and I was so disgraced that I had to come back for more and more and more and more, because I never lost a sparring match before that guy. So, then they would tell me how he has so much glory in ISK, blah, 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 blah. My family member who went and got this ringer passed away not too long after that sparring match. Okay, he didn't pass away, his life was taken. So, this little asshole, yeah, I'm calling you exactly what you are. You're an asshole. So if you happen to be watching this, you still owe me a sparring match. And though I'm crippled now, I still won't back down. So they were telling me about all the glory he has, all the glory he has. So when my cousin's life is taken, this son of a bitch comes back. And instead of talking about all the people who were there when my cousin's life was being taken, he zones in on me. The guy who doesn't bother anybody. The guy who's working 2 and 3 jobs trying to go to college and make something out of his life. The guy who's not trying to be a thug like all the motherfuckers that was there when my cousin's life was being taken. So he decides that he wants to fight me at church. There's a run rule that I will not break. I'm not fighting nobody on Holy Crown. Not because I'm a Highlander fan. It's just there's a time and a place for everything. And I have enough issues with God that I would like not to be struck by lightning for trying to prove that I'm better than this ass fucker. So, he talks all the shit he can. He's eating our chicken. He's from New York. His greasy lips is all slinging up and everything. He's a black guy. He's just a little bit bigger than me, but mostly body-wise. He got a little size on him. But he knows, and I know, that what I'm about to tell you is 1,000% truth, because I'm not the bitch nigger that jumped in the car and ran back to New York after threatening a motherfucker who I would not fight for 7 days after I whooped his ass. So the way I see it, if you could whoop my ass once, you shouldn't have a problem doing it again. Because you're a man. So man the fuck up and you're supposed to do that shit. But because his friends weren't around, he didn't feel that he had the confidence to take a loss when there was no one around. Now, hey, ain't nobody gonna know, because I sure as fuck won't gonna tell nobody. You won in front of everybody, but you ain't had no more rounds. But I had 5 or 6 more rounds because he smoked cigarettes. So back to the story. He's talking all this shit at the church. All of it. Every fucking bit of church shit that he can talk. Chewing me out. But I wasn't there because, unlike him, who was in New York, doing God knows what, my black ass was working when my cousin lost his life. But instead of him jumping on the rumor mill of everybody who was there, who didn't have their heat when all this shit went down, he decides to zoom in on one little guy. Me. So I straight up tell him, I tell you what, I'm going to go change out of my good clothes. I'm going to be at my house. Bring your ass back there so we can go full circle. This is where the fun part starts. Oh, you guys didn't think we were going to fight, did you? I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. I go change my clothes. I'm in my little nylon pants, colored blue. The cousin that died gave me those pants. So I'm sitting in this hard iron chair. I'm sitting there. Now, mind you, he told me he was coming to whoop my ass. So this time it wasn't going to be a sparring match. This shit was going to go down. It's going to be real. Darrel, I'm going to come on down to Rougemont and I'm going to fuck you up. Those was his words, cussing me out in the church. All of my cousins all looking and laughing in my face and just knowing that this nigga's going to come fuck me up. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, good for you. Let's get this shit over with. Because I'm going to prove to everybody that your win was clearly a lucky break. So I come home, I get the folding chair out, you know, those wrestling chairs. We had a couple of them. I fold that bitch out. I done changed clothes. I'm sitting outside. I'm waiting for this motherfucker. The funeral ended at 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock rolled by. Never showed up. The church is only like 10 minutes driving from my house. 7 o'clock goes by. 8 o'clock goes by. 9 o'clock goes by. 10 o'clock goes by. 11 o'clock gets here. I'm still sitting out here in this motherfucking chair. Legs shaking. Angry. Got a smile on my face because this shit's going down. I'm fixing to destroy this motherfucker. New York is somewhere between 6 and 8 hours driving from Virginia. No matter where you are in Virginia. And depending on what part of New York you're going, it's between 6 and 8 hours. So apparently when I left to come home, change clothes, and get ready to fight, this fucker left too. But he didn't come to my house. This fucker decided that his bad ass was going to go on back up to New York, and I haven't seen him since. But yet, I'm the bitch nigger. I'm the coward. I'm the punk pussy motherfucker of the family that everybody assumed. So when somebody from the family pulls up that he's close with, I said, so where's y'all boy? Motherfucker talked all that shit in the church. Where he at? It's dark outside. It's even playing field because I can't see at night worth a damn. But I can fight. It's what I fucking do. It's all I know. It's all I've ever been good at. I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. Yeah, I can take an ass whooping. I ain't Bruce Lee. But you will remember me. They told me that motherfucker, as soon as I left, he left. They assumed he was coming to beat my ass. But the person who rode with him, who was going back later that day or the next morning, said that motherfucker rode on back to New York. He ain't say nothing else about fighting you or nothing. He just jumped in the car and rolled out. The proof of the matter is that he knew he fucked up. He woke a sleeping dragon, and he couldn't beat this dragon, so he rolled the fuck out, which was probably the best thing for the both of us. Do I still hold animosity towards him? Nah, but the motherfucker still owes me a sparring match. I deserve that much, and I'm crippled now, so you might actually have a chance to fucking win. I'm out of shape. I'm crippled. You're ISK champion and all that bullshit. Hey, I want the one that ran from a fucking little punk ass bitch like me. You know, you beat me before. Shouldn't have been nothing. It's almost over 20 years ago. Still waiting on that match. You know, I've been through some shit since then. Lost a hip. Need another hip. Broke my heart. You know, all kinds of stuff. But here's the thing. The moral of the story is, nobody in my family could whoop my ass. They had to go get a motherfucker who knew what I knew to come down here and try to take me down a notch. But see, they failed to understand this. He didn't take me down. He woke me up. Because you're supposed to be a badass. If you're a badass, you don't go get other people to fight your battles for you. You bring that shit on yourself. And if you got to take an ass whooping to prove a point, then that's just how it's going to be. But they didn't see it that way because they have no honor. They had to go get a ringer to do their job. But that ringer, the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, although he slept in our house, he ate our food, he dirtied up our dishes, motherfucker wouldn't spar with me. My cousin and his entourage wasn't there to see the fight, so he wouldn't do it. But you're a badass, and you whooped my ass in a sparring match, but you wouldn't do it again? Clearly, you're not the fighter that you pretended to be. Now that it's all over and done, he's probably got kids. He's probably got a wife and living in New York and doing whatever the hell it is he's doing. Hey, I wish him nothing but the best. But he will always know that 7 days after he whooped me, for 7 damn days, might have been longer than that, I kept coming back for a rematch over and over and over. But he kept refusing. Now a lot of you are thinking, well, damn, James, he already beat you. A lot of you don't believe in rematches, right? But when you watch wrestling or you watch boxing, you all jump on that winner card and be like, all right, well, let's say I'm going to pay you to watch this rematch because this rematch is going to be better than the first fight. Like the Thriller and Manila. So if Muhammad Ali can get a rematch, why couldn't I? Because he knew. Like I knew then and I know now. I couldn't be beat. He knew that shit. He knew it when he said it at the church, which is why he went back to New York. He knew it every day after he beat me, that he couldn't beat me again, and that's why he would not fight me again. He didn't have an audience, so he thought that he was going to lose. Oh, he was definitely going to lose. There was no question in that, because I was ready. See, when I sparred with him the first time, I wasn't ready. That's not an excuse. He won. I ain't going to say he didn't win. He's the only one that's ever won. Now, besides the fact that my big sister used to beat my ass every day, which is why I'm tougher than most people. Because I know that I can take a beating. But what people don't understand is I also know how to give one. So for you going out here and making all these martial art videos thinking about people who you're calling fake, and I'm probably on the top of your list, here's my tip to you. I'm not going to Kimbo slice your ass. Because Kimbo was my hopes and dreams when he went to the UFC and then epically failed out. That hurt me. Because Kimbo was a bad motherfucker. But since Kimbo and I are the same age, I was like, well, damn. Yeah, that's like the major league letdown. Because I was like, yeah, we got one black guy that's going to be in there who's not going to be like Rampage Jackson or the Rashads. And this guy's coming straight out of the fucking streets, like me. Well, everybody else, they succeeded and Kimbo did not. And I was like, okay, well, this is the thing. Not every martial artist that's a great martial artist gets their time to shine. But every now and again, one of us emerged from the ashes to show you people don't fuck with us. And just because we haven't fought in tournaments, there's a reason why we haven't fought in tournaments. Tournaments have rules. Everything has rules. But I can almost guarantee you, those guys that fought in tournaments, very few of them can fight in the streets. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Good night, and be seeing you.